Today, you are about to understand something powerful. Nothing was ever strong enough to stop your destiny. Everything in the spiritual realm has been aligning to bring you into your moment of breakthrough. The obstacles you faced, the doors that closed, and the nights filled with doubt were not meant to last. They were not signs that your life was off track. They were part of a process. While it may have felt like the world was working against you, something greater was working for you. What looked like delay was actually divine timing being prepared in your favor. Let's go deeper into this truth. From the very beginning, there has always been something different about your life. It was not about appearance, status, or background. It was something deeper, a purpose connected to your life. Even before you fully understood it, that purpose was already there. And because of it, resistance showed up early. The challenges you faced were not random. People doubted you because they sensed something in you they could not explain. Situations became difficult because your life carries weight and meaning. You may have been limited or misunderstood at times, but that is only because you were never meant to fit into ordinary patterns. There were moments when you felt out of place or treated unfairly. Those experiences were not meaningless. They were shaping you. Every challenge played a role in preparing you for who you are becoming. There is a clear pattern in how growth happens. Gold is refined through fire before it shines. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Seeds grow only after being buried in darkness. In the same way, every difficult season in your life has been part of your transformation. The pressure, the waiting, and the hidden moments were not signs of failure. They were preparation. So, when it feels like the world tried to hold you back, understand this: it was never powerful enough to stop what has already been set in motion. While resistance tried to slow you down, something greater was moving you forward behind the scenes. The truth is simple. History shows a clear pattern. Every great leader, prophet, or visionary faced opposition before they were accepted. They were criticized, rejected, and misunderstood before they were celebrated. Resistance is often a sign that a life carries purpose. If life had been easy, it would have remained ordinary. But challenges are evidence of something greater being formed. Hardships are not random. They are part of the process of becoming. People did not resist you because of who you were at the time. They reacted to what you were becoming. There was something about your potential that created discomfort. This is why there were betrayals, disappointments, and opposition, even in places where you expected support. It was not only about what you lost, it was also about what was being built. Every setback helped position you. Every rejection redirected your path. Every closed door guided you towards something better. This is not the end. It is preparation. What looked like resistance was alignment. What seemed like failure was working in your favor. What felt like an ending was the beginning of something greater. The world may have tried to slow you down, but it could not stop what was already in motion. You may have experienced delays, but not defeat. You may have been knocked down, but not destroyed. Every experience has been shaping strength, building endurance, and revealing who you are becoming. Nothing you went through was wasted. The world does not have the final say. A greater authority determines the outcome, and the final word is clear: you will rise. And another reason you are still standing, why the world could not stop you, is because of one thing: your faith. Your faith held you together. When life became heavy, when people turned against you, and when everything seemed to fall apart, it was not money, status, or personal strength that sustained you. Those things have limits. What carried you was your faith. Faith supported you in moments when you felt like giving up. It lifted you when you were at your lowest and kept you moving when everything around you said stop. In the face of doubt, fear, and rejection, faith became your protection. Without it, the pressure could have overwhelmed you, but through it, you endured and kept going. Faith is more than believing in what you can see. It is trusting what is true even when circumstances say otherwise. It is a quiet confidence that what is unseen is still working in your favor. When resources seemed to run out, faith reminded you that provision was still possible. When people walked away, faith reminded you that you were not alone. When doors closed, faith assured you that new ones would open at the right time. Every tear you cried had meaning. It was not wasted. It was strengthening your faith. Every quiet prayer in difficult moments was shaping your future. Every sleepless night filled with doubt became a place where your faith was being built. Even when you did not realize it, something was growing inside you. Your faith was being stretched and strengthened. This was necessary so that when your moment of breakthrough comes, you will be ready for it. Faith is essential in a life of purpose. It is the foundation that holds everything together. Without it, it is hard to endure challenges or see beyond present circumstances. But when you hold on to faith, even in fear, something greater begins to work on your behalf. Faith is active. It keeps building even when no one sees it. It prepares you even when there is no visible sign of change. It believes in transformation before it happens. This kind of faith moves forward even when others do not understand. It follows direction without having all the answers. It may seem unusual, but it produces undeniable results. This is the faith that has been formed in your life. It kept you going in difficult moments. It helps you endure pressure, overcome opposition, and remain steady. Without this faith, the challenges could have overwhelmed you. The resistance could have stopped you. But because of faith, you kept moving forward step by step. Never underestimate what your faith has done. It carried you through situations that seemed impossible. It protected and preserved you, even when everything felt uncertain. Now, that same faith is leading you into a new season. What has been built within you is about to become visible. The strength and endurance you developed are aligning with what has been prepared for your life. The world may have tried to stop you, but your faith kept you moving. And now, that same faith is not only sustaining you, it is leading you into your destiny. The world may have tried to slow you down, but every delay in your life had a purpose. What looked like delay was never denial. It was a divine strategy. Timing was being arranged in a way you could not see. In the moments when you felt stuck, overlooked, or forgotten, something greater was being put together behind the scenes. If everything had come the moment you asked for it, you would not have been ready to carry it. Some blessings require growth before they arrive. Without that preparation, what was meant to help you could have overwhelmed you. The waiting was not punishment, it was preparation for what is ahead. What felt like rejection was often protection. What looked like closed doors was direction. Each no was not the end. It was guidance towards something better suited for your life. In those moments, it was not easy to understand. There were questions, doubts, and comparisons with others who seemed to be moving faster. But moving quickly is not the same as moving correctly. Not everything that comes fast is meant to last. Your path has been guided with intention. Every step, including the waiting seasons, has meaning. The delays have been shaping you, strengthening you, and aligning you with what is truly meant for you. So what looked like things not working was actually things being arranged. What felt like being held back was actually being positioned. Look back over your journey. Every delay you experienced was shaping you. It built your character, trained your spirit in silence, and strengthened your discernment and wisdom. You learned to rely on God rather than seeking approval. You learned to trust the process instead of demanding immediate results. You learned endurance instead of escape. That waiting season was a gym for your spirit. Every disappointment became a weight that strengthened you. Every unanswered prayer became an exercise that grew your faith. Now, you are stronger, wiser, and more prepared than ever. Even when it seemed like nothing was happening, heaven was moving behind the scenes. Angels were dispatched, Resources were aligned, people were positioned, every detail was orchestrated to bring the right opportunities at the right time. Nothing was wasted, not the tears, the loneliness, or the nights you thought you couldn't go on. Delays are not denials. They are part of a divine design. God allowed the waiting so that when blessings arrive, you would recognize them as His and not as luck, chance, or human effort. When you step into your harvest, you will carry it with maturity, humility, and authority. Stop despising the delay. Stop believing you are behind. You are not late. You are in alignment. Everything you experienced has been heaven's preparation for the magnitude of what is coming. The world may have assumed the delay meant you were finished, but in truth, it was heaven setting the stage for your grand entrance. Hold on to this truth. Your waiting season has not been wasted. Every second has been sacred. When your breakthrough comes, and it will, you will understand why the wait was necessary. The delay was never your downfall. It was your divine preparation.
Even when it felt like you were alone, you were never truly abandoned. In your darkest hours, when the phone didn't ring and support seemed absent, when the people you expected to stand by you turned away, it may have felt like solitude, but it was never true isolation. It was divine protection. Heaven has always surrounded you with helpers, though not always in ways you could immediately recognize. Some were not people at all, but angels, working behind the scenes. They shifted circumstances, blocked accidents, and whispered encouragement to your weary spirit. While you cried yourself to sleep, an unseen army was fighting battles on your behalf that you could not see. That is why you survived challenges others could not. That is why you overcame trials that could have defeated you. It wasn't only angels. God also placed mentors, teachers, and strangers along your path at exactly the right time. Maybe it was someone who spoke a word of encouragement when you were about to quit. Maybe it was an unexpected opportunity opening a door you hadn't knocked on. Maybe it was a small sign that others would have missed, but one that confirmed in your spirit that God was guiding you forward. None of this was coincidence. Heaven does not work by luck, it works by alignment. Every helper, every sign, every divine connection was a confirmation that you were never abandoned. They appeared exactly when you needed them because heaven could not wait for you to rise. Look back and you will see the pattern. The right people, the right words, and the right opportunities always appeared at the right time. Even those who left you played a role in your journey. What seemed like betrayal was often part of your preparation. The absence of certain people pushed you to discover your true strength. Rejection from one person opened the door for acceptance from another. The closed hand of man sometimes led you into the open hand of God. Even in loss and pain, you were being helped and positioned for your destiny. The miracles along the way should not be overlooked. Think of the moments when things could have gone wrong, but didn't. Times you came through danger safely. Times you lacked resources but still did not go without. These were not coincidences, they were divine interventions. Hidden helpers, seen and unseen, ensured you stayed on course toward your purpose. You were never truly alone. The world may have pushed against you, but heaven's hand was always guiding you forward. Every helper, every word of encouragement, every prayer, and every intervention was part of a larger plan to elevate you. Your survival, endurance, and continued rise are proof that heaven's helpers have never stopped working on your behalf. When you reflect on your journey, don't focus only on who left, doubted, or betrayed you. Instead, remember who showed up, who spoke life, who prayed for you, and who encouraged you when you were weak. Beyond them all, honor the invisible forces, angels, miracles, and divine interventions that have been with you from the very beginning. Every person called to purpose will reach a breaking point, a place where the pressure feels unbearable, the pain feels unshakable, and the weight of the journey seems too heavy to bear. It is the moment you feel like crying out, "God, I can't take this anymore." A moment when your strength runs out,
Resources dry up and hope feels faint. Yet this breaking is not the end. It is the beginning of something greater. Your breaking point is a launching pad. Heaven allows you to reach this edge where there is no backup, no safety net, no plan B, so that when you rise, you will know without a shadow of doubt that it was God carrying you. If the path had been easy, you might have taken the credit. If the burden had been light, you might have thought it was your own strength. But when you break and rise higher, it becomes clear that heaven was the one lifting you. The world may look at your breaking point and call it failure. They may say, "You're done, you'll never recover." But they do not see the truth. Your breaking point is not a grave, it is a womb. Something new is being born within you as the old ways crack and fall away. It is where the seed splits open to allow the tree to grow. It is where the caterpillar struggles in the cocoon before it emerges as a butterfly. It is where the night feels darkest just before the dawn appears. The struggles you faced were necessary. Without pressure, you would not have gained the strength to carry your blessings. Without being crushed, you would not have released the fullness of your potential. Without the wilderness, you would not have learned to endure the storms of your promised season. The very weight that almost broke you was training designed to prepare you for elevation. Consider this: diamonds are formed under pressure, olive oil flows only when the olive is crushed, and gold is purified through fire. In the same way, your breaking point refined your faith, strengthened your resilience, and revealed your true identity. You didn't just survive, it transformed you. Heaven watched over you in your lowest moments. Instead of abandoning you, God used those trials to remove everything that could not come with you into the next season. Old mindsets, unhealthy attachments, fear, and doubt all had to be stripped away so you could rise unshaken. What felt like loss was actually released. What felt like the end was preparation for a greater beginning. Hear this clearly. The pressure was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to launch you. Like an arrow drawn back in the bow, the farther you are pulled, the farther you will be released. The tears you shed were not wasted. The nights you thought you could not survive were not wasted. They were fueling your ascent. Your breaking point is not your downfall, it is your takeoff. Soon, the very people who counted you out will watch you rise higher than they ever imagined. They will wonder how you survived, how you overcame, and how you are still standing.
The world moves fast. People rush, compete, and scramble to get ahead. But heaven does not operate at the frantic pace of man. It moves according to divine order, divine rhythm, and divine timing. What felt like delays in your life were never neglect or abandonment. They were deliberate, divine orchestration designed to prepare you for maximum impact. There is a sacred clock in the heavens, and your life has always been aligned with it. While others may seem to be racing ahead, your timing is different. Their speed is not your measure, and their timing is not your destiny. Every moment you waited, every season you endured, every pause that felt frustrating, all of it was preparation for the fullness of what has been set aside for you. Divine timing cannot be rushed. If blessings had come too soon, they might have crushed you instead of carried you. If doors had opened before you were ready, you could have walked through unprepared. If opportunities arrived before your spirit was matured, they might have been mishandled. Heaven was never saying no, it was saying not yet. Think of a fruit on a tree. Pluck it too soon, and it is sour, bitter, and incomplete. Let it ripen with the sun and the seasons, and it becomes sweet, nourishing, and perfect. Your destiny works the same way. The delays, the waiting, and the refining seasons were preparing you, strengthening you, and ripening you, so that when your appointed moment comes, you will not only walk through the door, you will thrive inside it. Every rejection was protection. Every closed door was a divine redirection. Every unanswered prayer was a shield, keeping you from what seemed good, but was not aligned with your greater purpose. What felt like setbacks were really heaven rearranging the pieces on the chessboard of your life. And when God moves, he does not think only of the next step, he thinks generations ahead.
Divine timing is perfect. Nothing happens too early and nothing comes too late. Every season, every delay, and every pause has been carefully arranged. Consider Joseph. He spent time in the pit, then in prison, before being elevated to the palace. Had he risen too soon, he would have missed the exact famine that positioned him to save nations. Think of David, anointed as a boy, yet crowned only after years of trials and battles. If he had taken the throne too early, he would not have carried the wisdom and insight of a warrior king. Even Jesus followed perfect timing, hidden for 30 years, revealed for 3. Heaven knew the exact hour for his unveiling. So do not despise the waiting periods. Do not curse the pauses. Do not question the delays. See them as holy alignments, moments designed to prepare you for what is coming. The longer the wait, the greater the preparation. The greater the preparation, the more powerful the unveiling. And the more powerful the unveiling, the more undeniable your testimony will be. You are now entering a season where everything aligns in your favor. Doors will open without effort. Connections will flow without striving. Opportunities will appear without chasing. What once seemed delayed or blocked was never denial. It was heaven arranging everything for your breakthrough. Understand this truth. The world tried, but it could never stop what heaven had already planned for your life. Your destiny was secured long before your first breath, even before you were formed in your mother's womb. The blueprint of your life was designed, marked, and protected by God. No trial, no betrayal, no system, and no enemy can override what heaven has already set in motion. Every challenge, every opposition, and every doubt you faced became part of your preparation. Attacks that were meant to harm you strengthened you. Storms that tried to break you became training grounds for resilience. Delays that seemed like setbacks were actually stepping stones leading you higher. You are unstoppable, unshakable, and uncontainable, not because of your own strength, but because you are backed by heaven. The same power that parted the Red Sea, brought down the walls of Jericho, and raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. When that power moves, nothing can block it. Everything in your journey, the resistance, the delays, the pain, was intentional. Nothing was wasted. Every trial, every moment of pressure, and every season of waiting was orchestrated to prepare you for the fullness of your purpose. Your breakthrough is not by chance, it is by divine design. Think about it. All the people who tried to hold you back, all the systems that attempted to confine you, and all the lies spoken over your life, where are they now? They could not succeed because what heaven has ordained cannot be overturned. God's decree is final. His word cannot return void, and His word over your life declares that you are chosen, anointed, and appointed for such a time as this. Every force that tried to push you down only fueled the fire of your rise. Every betrayal sharpened your wisdom. Every heartbreak expanded your capacity to love. Every failure equipped you with the knowledge to build stronger and better. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was lost. Every experience was woven into the unstoppable story of your becoming. Now, the time has come for unveiling. The season of waiting is shifting into a season of walking in fullness. The same world that tried to bury you will now witness your rise with authority and power. The voices that doubted you will have no choice but to see your testimony come to life. The very forces that opposed you will recognize that heaven's hand was guiding and protecting you the entire time. Your destiny is not fragile, it is fortified. Nothing can block what heaven has prepared for you, and nothing can stop the plan that has been written long before you ever walked this earth. The world may have tried, but heaven could not wait.